Hi guys, I just wanted to make this video to kind of just inform you guys if you're planning on going to Turkey to get some sort of surgery done, what I've learned in my experiences coming here and what I've had to learn the hard way. I came to Turkey last year to get my teeth done, so I've been here this is my third time. Okay, so first and foremost, you need to choose a good doctor. You need to do your research, you need to look at reviews, you need to look at where the doctor is located and what is around you. Things that are easy to walk to, easy to access. So that's really important, is kind of where you go, because there's an Asian side and there's a European side. Yeah, the European side has all of like the touristy things. It's like kind of touristy area. They have the Grand Bazaar, which is really cool. They have like the Blue Mosque. They have all the mosques and they have the spice market. That's kind of like the fun places to go. So if you stay over there and find like a doctor close to all the fun things, this is if you want to do the fun things. You can find a doctor close so that you can stay in that area and be walking distance to all of those things. When I found my doctor, I was kind of already familiar with the area, and so I just started looking up on Instagram. I looked up like hashtag Turkey, hashtag doctors nose rhinoplasty. I like found like maybe 3 or 4 doctors that I liked their work and all of their work looked consistent, and then I looked at reviews and then I looked at other people that got their nose done by them. There's that, and then WhatsApp. You will probably most likely have to book them through WhatsApp. You text them through WhatsApp. You plan everything through WhatsApp, and that's how you communicate with them because you're in different countries. It feels sketchy texting on WhatsApp, but it's not. Like, it's just the way that you communicate. Like, it's not like you could go through a website and just book them or call them. If you text through WhatsApp, it's usually the doctor's assistant answering you, and the doctor's assistant most likely speaks English and can communicate with you and help you book your appointment and plan things out. So when you are trying to book your appointment with your surgeon, they will probably ask you if you need transportation from the airport to your hotel and if you need like the whole thing, transportation, hotel. It's more expensive if you book your hotel through them. They'll say, oh yeah, we have a alliance with this hotel and you can stay there and it's a good price, we'll get it for you for a good price. They are making money off of you by booking the hotel themselves. So you're better off just booking your own hotel, and then you're also better off finding your own transportation. When I got my teeth done last year, it was only $60 to get from the airport to my hotel, and that was an hour ride, which is fair. But this time I said, yes, I do need transportation. And they're like, okay. And I asked how much it was, and they kind of just ignored it. And then like when I got here, I was like, okay, like just come pick me up. I didn't think that it was going to be as expensive as it was. It was a 20-minute ride from my airport to my hotel. When I got to the hospital to pay for my nose job and my transport fee, it was $300 for my transport fee. And I was like, $300? Are you crazy? It was a 20-minute ride. He was like, yeah, but that's for like, we take you there and we take you back to the airport at the end of your trip. I was like, oh, okay, so 150 for one ride and then 150 for the other ride. So they got me there. Nothing I could do about it because they had already picked me up. I didn't want to have any problems, but that was my bad. If you need transportation and you don't feel like dealing with the taxis, ask them first. Is it free? How much does it cost? And then you decide. So I messed up there. One of my mistakes that I made. Everything else in my surgery went fine. I love my doctor. Everyone was nice. Everything was perfect. I love my nose. It was just the transport thing, which is ultimately my fault. So book your hotel yourself, probably transport yourself. Public transportation is super cheap. I think you just go buy a card from like a kiosk, put money on it, and then every time you hop on a bus, scan the card. If you hop on a ferry, scan the card. All the things. It's easy. So another thing that I didn't know is that in the summers, They have AC in the hotels. In the winters, they do not. But there's either summer or winter. So in that little middle couple months, they don't have any AC until summer. But it's really hot. So I'm here in May and my hotel does not have AC. And I didn't know that. They said that they had AC on the website. So I didn't really think about it. So when I got into my room, I was like, it's really hot. And I laid down and I kind of just opened a window and like it was kind of okay for the first night. And then I went and I had my surgery, stayed the night at the hospital. But when I got back to my room, it felt like 100 degrees in here. I went downstairs, asked them if they could turn the AC on. They said no, that they cannot. Like the whole building doesn't have AC until summer. I am guessing summer is in July, I guess, but it's May right now and it's very hot. I can't wait till this is over. My hotel room is so hot. Look at my eye. My hotel room is so hot that my ice won't stay frozen. So it's really hard to ice my face because I could go get a bucket downstairs and then come bring it up and then it immediately melts. So it's hard. So just look at the weather, ask your hotel if they have AC or not, because when you are healing from your surgery, you don't want to be miserable. Luckily for me, it was only hot for one day. They gave me a fan because they knew that I had just got my thing done. So we have a fan. That's the only thing keeping the room cool. And I've been opening my window and it feels really good in here. There's a breeze in here, it's cold. After your surgery, they'll have you stay the night in the hospital. If you are, then you should probably go there in pajamas, no makeup, no mascara, no anything. Be as comfortable as possible. Bring your computer, bring your chargers, bring entertainment, books. You are going to be really bored sitting there doing nothing and staring at the wall for a whole entire day. Drink a ton of water before surgery and you will be very thirsty. I hate breathing out of my mouth, it makes my throat dry. I'm so thirsty. I haven't drank anything since last night. God just said, nope, you're not allowed. When you wake up after surgery, you'll be really thirsty and then they still won't let you drink water. And a tip my nurse told me, when she was prescribing me my antibiotics and my pills that I'd be taking for the next couple weeks, I got these anti-swelling pills, and most of what was in it is pineapple reduces swelling or helps with swelling. I don't know, I never knew this until she told me. So she's like, so this is what's in your pills, and if you eat pineapple with these pills, it would be 10 times better. And also not pineapple juice doesn't work, just actual pineapple. You should bring Ziploc baggies from home. You should also bring a cooler so that you can put your ice in it and it won't melt, or a Yeti or something that keeps ice cold for a long amount of time so that you can have it for when you need it. If your hotel room doesn't have ice, they probably have ice downstairs somewhere. Just ask. The reason why I say bring Ziploc baggies is because when I got my nose done, they sent me home with a couple of these that had ice cubes in them. This feels really good when you can really get in there, and it feels amazing. You can really get in there with these things, and so this is for your eyes when they're swelling. So this is good, but I had no use for it because as soon as I brought it back to the hotel, it melted and then I couldn't refreeze it because I don't have a freezer. So if you have a cooler, definitely bring your cooler or your Yeti to the hospital when you stay the night, and then when they give it to you, put it in your Yeti or your cooler or whatever and bring it home. But that's why I say bring Ziploc bags from home, because if you have ice, you put the ice in the Ziploc bags For me, I don't have Ziploc bags, so I've been having to untie this very carefully and then put ice in it, and then tie it back up very loosely so that like next time I can open it up again. And then like I would put it on my face, but then as soon as it melted, and it melted because there's no AC in here, it has been a struggle. Also, you will be breathing out of your mouth most of the time. Drink lots of water when you're sleeping, because when you're sleeping, your mouth breathing, it sucks. When you're walking around town and you're out of breath, you are breathing out of your mouth and you will get very dehydrated very quickly. Your mouth will get dry. Drink water wherever you go. So I just went over a couple things about surgery, aftercare surgery, and like things about that. So now I'm gonna go over some things about like getting around town and money and the currency change, trying to communicate with people. So I'm gonna go over a couple of those things. So I suggest that you pay cash when you're paying for your surgery, because some places take a percentage out when you pay with card. God forbid your card get locked and you just got here and you can't pay for surgery. You need to have cash. If you like already have cash anyways, I suggest you bring like a lot of cash with you just in case. When you get off of the plane, Turkish money is called lira. I suggest that you turn your US dollars into lira in the city. They take a percentage, but the airport takes out more of a percentage. So just wait until you get into the city if you can, and then when you find like a money currency transfer place, just, I don't know what they're called, I forgot what they're called, I know they have a name, but when you find one in the city, try to do it there. You'll save money. The easiest way for me getting around is using Uber or taxi. If you have the Uber app and you call an Uber, it's a taxi. It'll be like a yellow cab will come. So you like, obviously you pay online for your ride, but if you're paying cash, sometimes they just like input more than they should, or they tell you a different number than what it is, because they assume since you're from another country you don't understand the money currency, which maybe you don't. Make sure you don't get screwed over, because a lot of the taxi drivers do that. Or you're going to point A to point B and it should be a straight shot, but they're going around and around and around the block, or taking different exits, or pretending like they accidentally took the wrong exit and then going around, and then they have like, there's more time and then you owe more money. So that happened to me a couple times. They took the wrong exit and then we got stuck in traffic, and then I owed a lot more money than it should have been. But they do that, and so pay attention to that. I don't know how I would confront it if it happened, but it happens. They do things like that, just little things, so just watch out for it. Also, I'm staying on the Asian side, so since I'm staying over here and I want to go to, let's say, the bazaar, I have to cross the bridge and I have to go, like it's either 40 minutes over there or it's 2 hours over there. It just depends on the traffic. So I've noticed that the traffic here is anytime from like 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and then it kind of dies down, but traffic is awful here. There's so many people. Try to avoid those times. You also have to keep that in mind for like when you're choosing a doctor and where your hotel is. So if you get a doctor that's 40 minutes away, that's awful, because every day you have to Uber there or you have to find subway there, and you don't want that. So just get a hotel right next to your hospital. And everyone is so nice here. But the thing is, be smart, because in the touristy areas, there's some Turkish guys who wait around and they speak English. So when they talk to you, you're like, oh, and you want to talk back to them. They're so friendly and they're so nice, which they are, but they really just want to lure you back to their shop. Be like, oh, where are you going? Let me help you get there. And then they'll be like, oh, by the way, like I have a shop. Like, and then kind of like take you in that direction. And it's hard to say no, because you've just talked to them for so long and like they're nice and you don't want to be rude. I hate being rude and ignoring them, But if you don't want to be hustled, just keep on walking. I've been a victim a couple times. You have to go to the Grand Bazaar and you have to go to the spice market if you're here in Istanbul. You just have to. When you're walking through, everyone does the same thing, try to sell you something, and you just have to just keep on walking. You know, these guys, they sell things. They're like master salesmen. Try not to get scammed or hustled or spend too much money. This is just common sense, kind of. When people want you to buy something, they're gonna tell you it's good quality, it's good quality. It's not good quality. Everyone says that. So like it's really based on your judgment, what you think something's worth. I like to pay cash for everything because when you are paying with a card in these sketchy places, they could just type in a number real quick and then scan your card, and they could have added an extra zero. Oh, that was a weird noise. They charge you way more than you were thinking that you were paying because they charge it in lira, not US dollars. Like it just looks foreign to you. You don't know what's going on. They could charge you more and you would never know. And then you would never know where to come back to because it's in the freaking Grand Bazaar in Istanbul and you just left, you know? So pay attention to the numbers that they're typing in before they run your card, and be careful where you run your card. You could take a ferry from the Asian side to the European side because there's a bridge in the middle of the European and the Asian. So instead of going over the bridge or calling an Uber or something, you could take the ferry every day to the other side. I don't know, but that's always an option. Use Google Translate while you're here. Be nice. Also download a currency app so that you can quickly figure out what their money is compared to yours. I suggest that you get like international cellular, like so that you can be on your phone at all time and not have to depend on Wi-Fi. But if you don't have that, I just learned, someone at the spice market, this nice man, he taught me that on your calculator, if your phone is updated, this is for iPhone users, I have no idea what Android users are like, but calculator, there's little settings or something somewhere in the calculator, and you can change it from like doing math to like currency. So you could do currency things in your calculator and you don't have to be connected to the Wi-Fi or have cellular. You just do it on your calculator. He did it on my phone. I don't know how to do it. Look up a YouTube video. I'm not the one for that. Okay, so ladies, if you want to go into a mosque, you need to bring a scarf with you, or else if you try to go into a mosque, they will try to give you a scarf that everyone has used. They give you the scarf, you put on your head, you go walk through, and then you come back and you give it right back to them and they give it to the next person. It's really gross. So if you are planning on going to a mosque, bring your own headscarf. You will have to take your shoes off, so wear socks if you want. I know that this probably doesn't matter, but personally I don't feel the need to go walk through a mosque just like as a tourist because I am not super spiritual or educated in that religion and the culture. I have no idea about any of it, so I feel like it's disrespectful for me to go walk through not knowing anything and just taking pictures and taking selfies in their place of God. I personally don't want to do that, even though it looks beautiful and I want to see it. And the 3 times that I've been here, I have not been in any mosques. I've taken pictures of them, but I haven't been inside. Also, I think last thing that I'm going to talk about is, let's say you booked your whole thing with surgery and you came and you got picked up and you got brought to your hotel and stuff and you're waiting for someone to pick you up. You can't just expect them to come pick you up. If they told you on like 3 days ago, I'm gonna have someone pick you up at 11 o'clock on Friday, since they told you you are expecting them to come pick you up, they might forget. They have so many patients and they aren't on the same schedule as you. Even though they told you that that's what's gonna happen, you can't expect that to 100% happen. So you need to text them the day before you're supposed to be picked up and brought to the airport, let's say. You say, hey, thanks for picking me up tomorrow. Let me know when the driver's outside and I'll come down. you know, just so that like they'll get the text, they'll be like, oh yeah, like I need to call that driver, because they might be so busy they don't know, like they forgot about you. So then that helps with things not going wrong. So then the next day when you're supposed to get picked up, you text them like 30 minutes or an hour before. You say, hey, I'm ready. Let me know when the driver's downstairs. I'll come down. Like, I'm up, I'm ready. Communication is big. You can't expect anyone to just know your schedule. Just communicate. That's all you have to do. Is
A few moments later.
Ta-da! Let's get some side profile views. 1 year later. So I'm very happy with it. I feel like it goes slightly to the side, like it just so happened to heal that way, which is fine. Like I don't expect it to be perfect, but I do notice when I look straight forward. A lot of other people can't notice it, only I notice it. It's not that big of a deal. I like it. I love my side profile. I like how it totally transformed my face. I felt pretty before, but it totally gave me a new confidence. Also, in that video, mind you, when I was taking that video a year ago, I was 1 week out from surgery. So I barely bruised at all. I wasn't very bruised. Like first 2 days maybe I was like a little bit bruised under here. I was swollen for the first week, but once that 7th day, I was good. You know, it like my nose was swollen, like my nose, but like my face was pretty okay. So it really wasn't bad at all. So I'll show you some befores. I'm gonna go like this. This is my right side. This is my left side. What I don't like about my nose, bridge. I don't like my bridge. I don't like this big ball. I don't like how this droops down and I can see my nostrils. I wasn't happy with it. It's not a horrible nose, it's fine, but I like my nose better now, and I'm really glad that I did this. So I'm editing my video and I'm realizing that I never told you guys how much my nose job cost. Obviously, a big reason why people go to other countries to get any surgery at all is because it's so much cheaper than getting it done in the United States. I got my nose done for $3,000. I think exactly $3,000 it was. And I paid cash, so I didn't like pay taxes on it or anything. And I think they give you a discount if you pay cash. Hotels are cheap, food is cheap, everything there is cheap. I also got my teeth done in Turkey, like I said in the beginning of the video. My teeth cost me, I think like $4,000 my teeth cost me, and that's including like 20 something crowns. You know, these are all crowns, and then included in that was a implant because I needed a tooth. Every time I'm there, I also have to stop at this place to get Botox and filler. I just kept it to myself. I don't wanna know if you're playing me, keep it on the low, 'cause my heart can't take it anymore. And if you creeping, please don't let it show. What are we doing to ourselves? We're trying to get as much work done as possible before we go back to the United States. We're getting Botox and filler. I get what's called the Angelina Jolie package. So it is cheek filler, jaw filler, and chin filler. And that's all like $600 for a syringe here, and like here. Like I think it's like 3 syringes for like $600, and it's great. Botox is super cheap over there too, and I've been there 3 times, and I think that once they even overcharged me on accident, and they literally brought my money back to the hotel that I was staying at. You're welcome. So I'm gonna end it here. I hope that some of this information helped you. I wish you very well on your journey, and whatever surgery you may be getting, I hope that you are super happy with it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm a new channel and I'm trying. I'm not very good at editing videos, but I'm trying and I'm learning, and it's fun for me. This is like a hobby for me. So please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot. Bye guys. Thank you for watching.